What's going on, everybody? This video is going to be a dunk session mixed with a workout. Hope you enjoy it. I'm not going to add any music to the background. Y'all just going to hear me talking. So if you find me funny, this is the video for you. If you don't find me funny, this is not the video for you. All right, let's get into it. All right, so first things first, for my warm up, I'm doing this backwards treadmill walk for about 3 to 5 minutes. This is technically like my third leg day this week, but all this does, this isn't mandatory. I've been hurting my knee, and backwards walking is one of my favorite ways to warm up. I got this from Knees Over Toes guy. Again, if I ever mention other YouTube channels, it's not because I think they're the best. It's just because I've tried some of their stuff for certain things I need and it works. Like for him, I like his stuff more for rehabilitation than I do for jumping high. Does he jump high? Yes. But I think there's other people who do things for jumping better than him. And some people may agree or disagree with me. That's just my personal opinion. But I'm not going to put the full 3 minutes of me walking. Just know that walking backwards, it puts that strain on this patella tendon which goes over your knee, which is where my pain has been. And also gives me a good pump, especially in this VMO muscle right there, which is the muscle that supports the knee. And so if you're strengthening the muscle that supports your knee, and I'm also putting the tendon under a controlled load, it will thus adapt to that load and that strain within reason and get stronger and feel better. So, like I'm not finna do this with 500 pounds on my back at 10 miles per hour. That's dangerous. It's unsafe. You're going to end up hurting more than just your knees. But if my treadmill is at half a mile per hour and I'm pushing against it, that is an adequate load that you need to get better. I decided to put my plyos at the front because again, this is a dunk session, but I still want to lift. So like I'm finna do some bounds and some skips for height, and then you see in the distance, I'm gonna do my band assisted jumps like y'all usually see. I'm gonna try to at least get 2 to 3 jumps each leg in. I'm in my garage. I'm not outside. Actually, I probably should have done this outside, but okay. Oh. All right. So what that is I was doing bounds for height. I would have liked to spring off the ground quicker, but obviously that's something I need to work on. So I'm gonna do a couple more sets of this. I'm not recording every single one. And so the point of that is to jump up in the air as high as I can quickly. I didn't use a penultimate step, which I could have, but that's just what I wanted to work on. I wanted to work on. So each one of these I'm doing about 2 sets because I do want to save something in my legs for my actual dunking. Now I'm finna do the bounds for height with my penultimate step, and a penultimate means the step before the last. So that's like more realistic to dunking or getting ready to go spike or block a volleyball. I'm gonna take a big step, and I'm gonna explode off the other leg. On this, I should realistically, the space I have in my garage, I shouldn't get more than 2, honestly, if I'm covering ground. Next, I'm finna do my favorites. Y'all seen me do these a million times. These band assisted jumps. Again, you're gonna take these bands, anchor yourself, anchor it to a rack, something above you. I'm gonna squat down, try to stay in the angle I would if I was actually performing my jump. Snatch on the band, it's gonna pull you up higher. You're gonna jump higher than your body can without the bands. And then that's gonna teach your lower body to get used to producing that force. If I was programming these, I'd probably put them in maybe about 2 times a week, depending on what my athlete needs and what their sport is. Keeping my reps low because it's supposed to be high intensity, high effort. It's hard to get good intensity if you're going for 10, 20 reps. You're gonna get high intensity in that 3 to 5 rep range. All right, so I can do it properly. I have these 2 resistance bands. I got these from Walmart. I'm a Walmart Academy kind of guy. I'm a teacher. I don't make any extra money off of YouTube. Sure would love if some subscribers would like to help change that. But I've anchored one band to my rack, and then I'm taking another one, and then now I can get a lot of distance on it, you see? So what I'm gonna do is, I actually did this in the video where I trained my basketball player, Mr. Braylon Williams, is now I'm gonna work on a penultimate step. I'm gonna take tongue tie. I'm gonna take a big step, penultimate before the last, put this one on the ground and jump up as high as I can while fighting against the resistance. Is this necessary? No, but this is a way to add load to that jump. I could also use some kettlebells, but I like resistance bands because this is an active form of tension. Like if I do this, the band's actively pulling me back that way. All right, enough science talk. Here we go. I went left, right. Now I'm gonna go right, left. And again, if you don't have this but still want to do this workout, you can do this without a band. At the point where I'm at, my vertical is high enough to where I need a little bit extra compared to the regular person. All right, everybody, I'm outside. The goal is at about 9 feet. Finna do a couple dunks with the 8-pound med ball. Then I'm gonna progress to the basketball. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can get. Am I feeling the 1 foot? You dug off 1 foot, try not to fade away from the goal. If you're like one of them tall, skinny dudes, it's just stupid bounce, yeah. But if you somebody that's not a 1 foot jumper like I'm not, try to turn your body towards the goal. All right, let's see if we can get one off the right foot on 9 feet. I'm right-handed, so I'm right-handed. If I jump off 1 foot, that's gonna be my left leg. All right, so far we're good. Let's try us a right-left plant. Feeling good. You know what? I ain't even gonna cut this clip. Going right, left. Let's go left, right. Ooh. So far, groin feels good. Knees feeling good. What else hurts? My Achilles, my sciatica, everything feels good. Whew. All right, with the med ball, because I can't throw lobs, I'm still gonna stay on the lower goal. I'm gonna try and do like a couple 180s and 360s and reverse pumps. So let's see, we're going here. No clue if I made that or not. I hope I did. I'll still put it in the video. That was a reverse pump. Whew. Let's see if we can do a 180/360. Ooh, barely made that. And I'm dizzy. We're gonna see. Now we're gonna see if we can make it off one on this height. Not gonna lie, don't have a lot of confidence in myself. We're gonna make it work. I'm gonna get low, raise up, and attack the rim. Ooh, that was off the left foot. The right, even though the right knee hurts less, that ain't my power foot. Oh, here we go. I'll leave that in the video. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all, we're gonna try this again. In the last clip, it should be in there. I slipped and fell in real slow motion. I also think I got too close for trying to go up off 1 foot. Here we go, let's try this again. If I don't make it. Yeah, that was for sure rim graze, but I didn't fall this time. Yeah, I ain't know I could dance like that. All right, this is where I'm gonna get real nervous at because this goes at like 9.7, but the front of the rim's a little higher. So it's really like 9'9". I'm gonna see if I can still dunk with the 8-pound med ball. I haven't had a session like this in a minute. So far, everything's holding up on me, which is a good sign. But I ain't been doing it as much, so I'm kind of scared to see what happens. If I miss, I miss. F it, we ball. Ooh, I barely made that. I barely made that. Oof. I feel like I was so nervous that I'm holding myself back. Like I didn't feel any speed or explosiveness when I went up for that dunk. Let's get us another one. We're just gonna stick to our bread and butter at this height. So we're gonna stick to going right, left. All right, we're gonna use a regulation size basketball, a men's regulation size basketball. It's been outside, so I'm a pretty good person when it comes to grip strength, but this ball's been outside. I see how faded it is. It's very little grip. So here we go. See if we can get our right, left in. This will make this dunk session a W for me. All right, I gotta stop being scared. Golly, I can't even hold on to it. It's so slick. Let me see if I can just one step it. Okay. So I can still dunk, which is good. I got a deep, I hit about this part right here on my hand on it, which, you know, to dunk at a certain height, you have to get X amount of your wrist and hand over it because you're holding the ball and putting it in the cylinder. I'm not really trusting my shoe choice and my terrain with these rocks and the slipperiness of this here basketball. So let's see if we can put it in there with a two-hand jam. And we're in the dunk session right there. Oh my gosh, I almost got two bloopers. All right. So I'll look at it like this. I'm gonna toot my own horn. Yeah, these rocks are loose, but I'm putting so much force that I'm moving the rocks out the way. Because if I wasn't being explosive, the rocks would be in the same spot. All right, let's try this a little bit closer. Okay, that's good for my confidence. All right, so take a little break, and I'm gonna finish off the lift. Lift's gonna be a lot of single leg stuff because I've done two-legged workouts. If I want to be, what's the word? If I want to use the correct wordage, I've done two bilateral leg workouts, and I'm gonna do me a unilateral. Uni means one, like a unicycle, and bi means two, like a bicycle. Whew. All right, caught my breath. I am tired from all that running and dunking. You know, it wasn't that much. Still trying to get my wind back and get in shape. So now I'm gonna do some rear foot elevated split squats where I'm gonna put my hands on these safeties. Ideally, I'd like to flip these around and have a bar right here to hold on to, but that's okay as well. I'd like to flip this around, put a barbell right there so I can hold on to it and have another pair of these and get under it. But I'm probably gonna do about a quick 3 sets of 5 for each leg. Not going heavy today. This is just a warm up to get my blood back flowing and get some of that single leg work in. Again, if each leg is strong by itself, using them together, we gonna be all right. Oh, here we go. Again, legs are fatigued. I don't plan on going super heavy on this. Yeah, I think I'll stay with a lighter weight because I can move this fast. Probably won't go too much higher over my body weight. I think I'm around like 215-ish. I prefer to be around 205 for jumping purposes, but that's okay. Hooey. I think I will stop at this weight because I'm getting a good workout. Oh, that ain't good. Yeah, it's a good thing I got like 550 on my back right now.